If you told me which one it was, I could tell you the answer, but...
Got Happy Gilmore there. What's he glum about?
Good thing I got a good handbrake, eh? Oh, you'd think they'd fix this road, wouldn't you? It's pretty shit. Have you reported it while you're sitting here doing nothing?
Have you guys ever reported a road? Probably not.
So are you...
That's a negative. No, it's down here.
Am I under...
Yeah, no worries.
Am I detained or am I free to go?
No, you're free to go. Bro.
Oh, so you weren't actually stopping me. You just turned on the lights to imply that you were...
Being intercepted, yeah, for sure.
What for?
For a vehicle check in relation to...
So you were detaining me originally?
Like, you're free to go. I'm not playing your games, okay? I'm not interested.
So which one are you looking for? Or both of them?
It's an ongoing investigation, Blake. I'm not telling you anything.
Well, the matter is, if you tell me which one you're looking for, I might be able to help you.
No.
And if I don't know which one it is, well, I can't help you because I could tell you the wrong thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling you anything. So
Good on you.
You're right to go.
You're using your right to remain silent, eh? Right of refusal to answer questions?
Blake, I'm not interested in your...
Hey. Excuse me, buddy. Oh, can I get your name and badge number and station?
Yeah, Senior Constable Pickering, 40168, Collar Control.
Righto.
Happy with that?
And how do you know me?
I dealt with you up in Forest when you got brought in on that warrant.
Oh, when you unlawfully arrested me and assaulted me.
I'm not getting into that.
Actually, while you're here, I'd like to see a signed copy of the warrant because I actually haven't seen it yet. So if you can provide that and your body camera footage from the day, it'd be good. As I requested on the day, and Colin Cooper was supposed to provide me. So if you can just post that to PO Box 257 at Bay, that'd be great. Thank you.
You can take her up with those methods there, Blake. Okay?
I've already taken it up with them. They're refusing to deal with it.
There you go. I actually recall you were fairly reasonable with us on that day.
I'm always fairly reasonable.
Okay. It's different today. You seem a little bit jacked up about something.
Well, I just got assaulted by 4 coppers down there. So what do you think I'm a bit...
Down there? What did you get assaulted for?
Well, because they said that we'll use my van for an example, that the crime scene started at the back of the cop car. Or say this is the back of the cop car.
Yeah.
The crime scene starts at the back of the cop car, going that way, and I was standing here, and then they were telling me I was in the crime scene.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, if you tell me the crime scene starts there, that's fine. I'll come to here.
Oh, well, if you want to make a complaint, mate, you can do that. Just, no doubt you know.
I'm sure plenty of other people will make complaints.
You know all the local coppers, okay.
So Sam Pickering was one of it from Colac. We'll get it, so they got it on.
Yeah.
Was one of the ones, so you might get a couple complaints as well.
Yeah, what? I wasn't down there.
No, from Forest, engaging in an unlawful arrest. Have you seen the video of that day?
No, I haven't.
Well, if you look up Matt Roberts, I think it'd be worth watching how unreasonable he was, considering he said I was quite reasonable, and he was telling me that I was being unreasonable. So you can see what happened before you got there, so that maybe next time you go to a situation like that, it might give you a bit of a light on why people can be a bit frustrated at times. Because I think if you saw the video, you'd think I should have been a whole lot more pissed off than I was.
As I said, if you want to make a complaint, that's your option.
So you were stopping me for a vehicle search?
Not a vehicle search, vehicle check.
Well, okay. So do you want to check it or?
You're the driver of a motor vehicle?
No, I'm not. I'm travelling in an automobile.
Yeah, okay. Not starting.
Exercising the right.
I'm not starting that way. You know full well it's the same thing.
You know full well we've got the right to travel, and you know. I'm sure you know. You're not stupid.
I'm full well that you have certain beliefs, okay, which I'm not going to argue about.
I believe, and now I want you to, since we're having what seems to be a 3/4 cordial conversation here, I believe that if I'm not causing any loss, injury, or harm to anyone or anyone's property, that I'm doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm not doing anything wrong, if I'm not causing loss, injury, or harm to anyone or any of their property, what am I actually doing wrong?
No one's saying you've done anything like. Okay, so aside from today, okay, like
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask the breath test you because I'm.
What's her problem?
It's not even going to.
You want it? You want to see how it went last time?
Oh, that's, I know.
Oh,
I know who you
oh,
are. I know who
yeah.
you are. So if I asked you a breath test and you told me to get stuffed, I'd charge you to refuse breath test. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't.
You want to do it?
I wouldn't.
You want to do
I
it?
wouldn't argue
It
with
can
you.
go. It can go in the stack of fines that just keep getting sent back.
Anyway, but we're not here. We're not here for that. Okay. So I think Sergeant Brady you spoke to last time.
Oh fuck! Last time I've spoken
Last time I saw you, I was with Sergeant Brady from the Highway Patrol, and he outlined it really well.
So,
Okay?
do you know who
So
else was there that day?
So police are if you're driving a motor vehicle, travelling an automobile, let's be honest, it's the same physical act. Hands are on the wheel, you're pushing the pedals, you're driving the car.
Except for I believe you have a right to do it, and they're treating it as if it's a privilege, and I don't believe it should be a privilege.
Okay. I'm not arguing, I'm not saying,
Okay.
I'm not arguing with you, I'm saying from our perspective, okay?
Yeah.
We're bound by the Road Safety Act.
You are, not me.
Have you read the Road Safety Act?
You're bound by it. I don't need to know the Road Safety Act because it's got nothing to do with me. Because unlike some people who go and get a license and sign it and just agree to whatever terms are there, I don't just agree to whatever terms are on a contract. I actually read the contract, and any terms I don't want on the contract I cross out and remove from the contract before I sign it. So this is where they will come unstuck, is when they get to the court, and we're going to take it all the way with this because I never signed the contract.
So what have you got? You said we're going to take it all the way. So what have you got going on at the moment that's going to court?
Oh, well, I don't know. They keep adjourning everything they want to try and get. They're accusing me of going to court.
Do you go to court or you just...
I haven't been to court. Don't need to go to court. I write letters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has anything been resolved doing that?
Yeah.
Or do they just adjourn it, or do they do they issue warrants?
Only something like 38 fines that have just seemed to have disappeared that no one can ever find now. Okay. Plus an intervention order that seems to have just disappeared that no one can actually find, which I was actually, according to them, would have been in breach of when I was down there. But it seems to have just disappeared. And I've spoken to dozens of coppers when I would have been in breach of it if their alleged intervention order was actually real. So, you know, I'm not my first time dealing with it. I've been through it a couple of times, and I'm not gonna. I know I'm doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not really religious, but I believe in. I'm not one of those. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to go to bloody, church every Sunday and all that. I think as long as you just do the right thing by people and be polite to people that are polite to you.
Yeah.
Matt, I was probably rude to Matt that day. You know why I would have been rude to Matt that day?
Why is that?
Because he come up to me with attitude. If you give me attitude, I'll give you attitude back. You've been fairly nice to me. I've been fairly nice to you, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I might seem, I don't know, however you want to say it. You might not like my attitude, and I'm going to do that so everyone can say it. But my attitude only comes from my previous experiences with people that work for your corporation, being Victoria Police there.
Yeah.
So are you guys able to take a report tonight of a crime, assault?
If you're referring to the members down there, then no. So if you want to make a complaint against the police members down there...
No, it's a report of a separate assault that we've been trying to report to the police in Apollo Bay the other day. They nearly hit me with the cop car the other day as well. But it's not against a police officer. It's probably maybe against one of the guys you're looking for tonight. So maybe tonight the police officer wouldn't have got punched in the face if Apollo Bay Police weren't negligent the other week when I chased them all around town trying to report this assault. So now, can you tell me who looks like the dickhead?
Okay.
So you know who's responsible for this tonight, if it is the guy that I think it is that's done it?
Black.
Colin Cooper and Kyle Reynolds.
Okay.
Full responsibility, because he should not have been there. He should have been talked to the other week, and this might not have all happened.
I recommend you speak to a senior police member, such as a sergeant at the local...
How about Monique Lefanu, or however you say it? Yeah, she won't even take a report. So maybe. Sorry, I'll add her to the list of 3 people. But just remember that next time someone comes and reports, and just because the police say they're difficult or whatever, and I might be considered difficult, but I only want to do the right thing. If someone's done something wrong, good, they should be punished for what they've done wrong. If they've caused... So, by wrong, I'm going to define wrong. Because by wrong, I mean if they've caused loss, injury, or harm to anyone. If I punch you in the face right now, I probably deserve a punch in the face back, is my theory.
Yeah,
Would that be fair?
You get no arguments from me.
Okay. So if you're going to go, if they're going to go and grab me now, I didn't grab them before because sadly Mum was 2 metres behind me with the camera because they've already pushed her away. I would have just grabbed them back because I'm not going to put up with someone assaulting me. Why should I? And I don't care whether you're wearing some clown costume with, you know, police written on it or whatever anyone else wants to wear.
Okay. We've obviously...
Anyway, we've got someone to pick up. We got someone to pick up. We're going to go.
Who are you picking up?
Oh, do I have to answer that question? Or are you going to come follow me and see?
Who are you picking up, like?
Are you going to come follow me and see?
Yeah, well...
You obviously haven't watched my videos. I'm a bit of a shit to stir, you know.
I have watched your videos.
Oh, you have you? You need to watch the Kyle one. Have you seen the... You would have seen the column one.
So,
You're nearly down to where the column one was. Have you been down to get a photo at the...
no, I haven't.
You've got to get a photo, surely.
How old are you, like?
It's a famous area. I don't know. I was pretty young when I was born.
Okay.
I can't remember the date.
Yeah. So,
I've had people tell me the date that I was allegedly born,
yeah.
but they've also lied to me before, so can I trust them?
So when did all this, like, when did you start getting into all this filming sovereign citizen sort of stuff?
No, I'm not a sovereign citizen, I'll correct
Oh,
that.
yeah, when did you first start developing these beliefs that you have with regards to the legal system?
No, I got it through research, but
Yeah.
it only started...
Your mum and
It only-
you've got family who are very like-minded in that regard.
Well, because of police interactions. Because of police not doing their job their job. They should have acted on situations. They've acted wrongly on situations.
But, yeah, I get that, okay.
And
This,
and once you start
all this
looking...
sort of baiting members, refusing breath tests, not going to court and all that sort of stuff. Does that, like, have you ever got anything out of that? Is it more trouble than what it's worth, or?
Gotten to
Like,
just...
I guess
It just drops...
I'm asking why.
It just drops off the end eventually. Like all these fines, like all the fines for refusing a breath test. They just disappear.
Okay.
So you give it a year or two and they'll just disappear off
Have
you.
you been remanded in custody for anything? Like, you know, warrants not going to court and all that sort of stuff?
Oh,
Like, have
mate.
you had to go in the cells for, you know, pending a court date or anything like that?
Not for more than half an hour. They've unlawfully arrested me for half an hour. I'm not going to admit to any lawful arrest, of course.
No, I'm not asking you to.
But anyway, you guys should probably ring up the Shire and say this road's dangerous.
We usually try to like get a finger in so that... there's enough-
And you would have seen the road coming back from Colac today?
It shouldn't be blocked.
Because the Skeens Creek, from Forest to Apollo Bay, or to here, obviously, you've come this far.
Yeah, what about it?
All the potholes, bumps on corners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
There's all...
So my next video
No,
is a video I took the other day of that road. So I think maybe it's about time police, instead of wasting time on stupid shit that's trivial, like a stupid intervention order that does nothing, because at the end of the day, if it's an intervention order that I can't punch you, well, I already can't punch you because it's against the actual law, not just some legislation, and because I'd be causing harm to you, or it'd be trespass on the person, either way. Maybe you should actually do something that's going to save someone's life, like, you know, not having bumps in the middle of a corner. So maybe ring up Vic Roads and think about that.
How about you do it? You're a
Oh.
member of the community. Why don't you start a petition?
Well, you got two guys driving around in a car. When you see them, one of you can ring it up.
Yeah, but I'm asking what you're doing. You
I ring them up all the time.
Very passionate about
I ring them up all the time. I ring up about this road every couple of weeks.
The
But do you
uniform
ring up
causes
and,
more
I
problems.
suppose-
than-
I've got the guy's mobile number. I send him a text message and I go, it's about time you get up here and do some more work. And they fix it. They do fix it. I'll give them credit for it.
Do you just ring up and poke the bear, or do you try and do
It
something
actually works
constructive?
the opposite,
like,
I
you know,
reckon.
get some community
You
opinion
got more
on it,
scrutiny
or
on you,
make
you got
start
more
a
people
fundraiser
watching
or
you, you got more...
I
videos
think
on you.
it's-
something like that.
I think it's about time that
Doesn't make you suit
that
you.
road is what I would consider not acceptable. I'd hate to drive it on a truck, It's, you know, a road you could probably do in a vehicle like this, 80 kilometres around most of the corners, except for probably 6 or 7 quite safely if the road was in good condition. But you can only do about probably, I'm guessing, 60 around most of the corners. Would that be right?
Wouldn't have have thought so.
Oh, it just depends.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you probably don't pay too much attention to it. But if you can do 80 safely around a corner or only 60 safely around the corner, if someone comes into the corner too fast, which one would you prefer? A good road, you can do 80 around the corner.
Oh, definitely. I think it's.
So, and with a lot of tourists...
I think it's a bit of a moot argument is would you rather a good road or a shit road? Well, naturally you're going to prefer a good road.
Well,
but
what would be
it's not
safer?
as easy as waving your magic wand and there it's all fixed.
Maybe if they fix stuff and maintain stuff.
So,
It's
my question to you is,
that seems fair
obviously you're
enough.
very passionate about it. Like, what's stopping you from going to local business owners or local members of the community, getting some signatures, getting some names, and even
No one
take that
could.
to the local paper, the Colac Herald? Get some momentum. off
get a
it.
petition like they did for the boom gates that are meant to be here that obviously aren't here yet, that they were meant to be up before like several months ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they-
I like me. Look, I'm.
Mate, I just think that Vic roads might have more consideration if it's actually, it's Sergeant whoever from the Colac police station, this road is shit, you need to get onto it.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot better roads around and there's probably worse.
It's not as simple as that, way. That's certainly part of our role. So if we identify a dangerous intersection, particularly if there's collisions there, we do have some say in that. Like I know our office was a big part of the speed zone being changed between Ballarat Road and coming into Colac there. It used to be 100, now it's 80.
I did it, I haven't been that way in
Our
ages.
office, we were also had a big
Haven't
part
you
in
got a
there's a new
bloke in
stop
the
sign that's
CFO?
going in the intersection of Ponds Lane and Princess Highway.
there
That
a
was
kid
a
in the
result of
CFO?
a serious injury collision.
That's a bit of a shit corner to say.
It's a very bad-
Yeah, it's bad visibility and the roads don't get mowed. So it's not bad when the roads have just been mowed, you can see. It's when they haven't mowed the roads and they're like this over here, you can't see, or you can see a bit of the road, but you can't see all of the road and you can't see all of the cars. Because I actually pulled up to that one.
Sorry, Blake. Colac. Yeah, all good. Yeah, because it was a give way sign, and then obviously we had bad collisions, and we actually observed a lot of near misses. So yeah, that was an example of when our office did have a big part in getting some sort of road fixture.
Yeah,
changed.
I think
Safety.
I think that's a much
But
better idea.
it's not
That
our, it's not our primary role. It's certainly something we do. But again, a lot of it can be community influence.
just from a public point of view,
Oh,
it
we just
seems
drive
to,
around.
or not that I'm part of the public, I guess I'm a odd one out. So I'm just gonna.
No, not at all.
Holy shit, people are going off tonight. Sorry, you're on the live stream here.
Yeah.
Apparently they're Kents down there, according to one of the guys.
Yeah.
That's just public opinion right there. But I think a lot of time is wasted by cops on trivial shit that doesn't matter, rather than worrying about, hey, we've seen a few near misses, maybe we spend a couple hours on the phone hassling Vic roads and go, you need to freaking change this before something happens. Write them a letter, tell them, this needs to be changed, there's going to be an accident happen, you will be liable if it's not. Because that's more of the approach. I might take an untraditional approach, but if I see an issue where someone is, should be doing something to maintain it, if they didn't fix the road and I called them 3 times, I would send them a letter and I go, this road is dangerous, someone is going to get hurt, you will be held personally liable.
What you also probably need to understand too, Blake, is it's the old...
there's too many people in the system and they all forget that they can be held liable.
Yeah, but at the same time, I suppose, I understand you're frustrated, but it's the old magic wand analogy as well. Vic Roads is a statewide corporation with thousands upon thousands of roads and intersections to maintain.
But I'm just going to say, the sharp corner...
It's not as simple as, this road's rubbish, I want it fixed immediately.
the Big Bend just out the other side of Skeeny's? When they resurfaced that, that road was probably one of the better bits of road between Skeens Creek and Apollo Bay. And they resurfaced it.
Not fair for anyone.
Do something there's
We
fucked
all pay
bits of
our
road.
taxes,
Like proper fucked bits of road there. Why fix one that's good?
I don't know, man.
I can't work it out. I'm glad you can't work it out
I
either.
can't work it out. We just do what we can.
Anyway, we've got things to do. We better keep going. But he'll be waiting for us.
Yeah, I was just talking to your mum.
Oh, you can hold this again. See if we can actually... I hope you're not going to charge me for failure to maintain control of a motor vehicle because I'll spin the wheels when I take off. Either that or I got to back all the way down.
No. I'll just get out of your way.
I think we've had a pretty civil discussion tonight. Okay, let's not spoil it before I do anything.
No,
silly.
I'm not going to be able to take off
it's
without
a
spinning
gravel
wheels.
road.
I've been up here before. And
It's not.
it's only two-wheel drive. It's not four-wheel
It's
drive.
not able to be
You know
done.
the expression, give an inch and they'll take a mile. Please don't take a mile. Wait for me to get out.
I'm not that bad a traveller. Hey, not bad. Have a good one, buddy.
Haggard.
They were parked in the middle of the road without lights on when we come up. Fucking idiots. There'll be a car.
What's his name? Pickering.
Sam Pickering or Sam? I think it's Sam Pickering.
It'll be one at the gate up there.
Yeah, I know. I'm guessing that's what I'm going up there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not one. There's not. Oh, maybe there is.
I got a call.
Too early to. What?
I got a call. You want this on still?
What? It's still going, yeah. Bit of hinder cake. We'll say if there's another one up here, eh?
There will be.
And they'll probably be on up at Broughton's or something. Is there wheel marks in there?
Go there and back in. Back in.
Doesn't really look like a wheel mark.
Just take a little walk.
What? Oh. Yeah, look. Do you want to hold the camera and I'll go for a walk? I wonder how many of them are down there watching me, watching the live stream. Hey fellas, if you're there, leave a comment. Doesn't look like there's anything there. What's the comments say?
I can't read.
Oh, you can't read it. Don't know. Have a look later. Sorry fellas, we can't read the comments. It's a bit hard to see.
Slow down a bit, it was just down here. that corner. Just here somewhere,
No,
wasn't
it
it?
was on the next one. Pretty sure. Down around the Alco. The next lot.
What?
It was on the next lot of Alco.
Looking for koalas.
Just down, just make sure. He's gone.
Oh,
He pissed off something. Oh, no cuddling koalas tonight. It's not a good stopping spot anymore, is it?
you used to be able to stop there until somebody put all these.
All these posts there.
Yeah.
Right, we'll see us next time, people. Hope you've had fun.